Knowledge is a tricky thing. Mystery is a closed door. With knowledge, one can open that door. It is certain that you cannot close the door once you have opened it. And here in the world of darkness, all too commonly behind that door is but three more, and behind those three are three again, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. It's doors all the way down. But it's not just doors. There are things in these rooms. Wonderful things. Horrifying things. What we don't know can hurt us, but can knowledge hurt as well? Our two heroes, Mackenzie Ward and Eustace Ward, have become embroiled in a little bit of supernatural suspense. What will happen next? How will the potential meeting go with DarkSoul0? Why is Cricket's partner missing? We begin in an abandoned office building. Abandoned by the many people who should be working there, even at this hour of night. Eustace, you are in your partner's office, going through their maps, papers, and figures. You've been here a little bit later than you were expecting to be here, and everyone else seems to have gone home for the day. The air is still. There are a few computer terminals still blinking on and off.
Still going through the maps and stuff. If I learned anything pertinent in the time I've been doing this, looking at it.
Yes, you've determined that your partner did in fact go to those caves, perhaps on more than one occasion. There's some notes about them. Apparently, the locals call them the Devil's Cairn. The other thing I would ask you is, what is your partner's name?
My partner's name is, we're going to name them Paula.
Paula, and I think that as a secret agent, they probably need a last name.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do Mangan is the last name.
Mangan.
Yeah. It's like nickname for her could be
The Whip.
I was gonna say balloons, but I think the whip sounds cooler.
Much cooler. Balloons.
Yeah.
You could not live down that nickname.
No.
Almost as bad as Cricket.
Cricket sounds cool.
Yeah. Why is Eustace called Cricket?
Well, I guess he has a habit of telling poorly timed jokes, and the room falls silent.
The room is silent now, and there are, in fact, some crickets in the background. What's your next move? Going home? Were you going to call your partner? Take any other actions that you could take as a secret agent?
So she is missing. Like that's like established, or it's just like I haven't been able to get a hold of her for a bit. And
is missing seems to be the consensus amongst the other people that you had talked to.
okay,
But that's just missing for a few days. You haven't known Paula to go off the radar like this, but it is something that could happen in your line of work where extenuating circumstances come out. You really need to deal with a problem.
sure, yeah. I mean, so I'm sure I've called her before, but I'll call her again, see if she answers,
Okay.
see if her phone's even on.
Yeah, the phone is on and it does ring, but there's no answer. You hear Paula pick up. She says, "This is Paula Mangan. Please leave a message."
I'm gonna hang up before I have to record because no one in our day and age leaves voicemails, and just send her a quick text and be like, "Hey, it's Eustace. Trying to get a hold of you. Call me back when you get this." And yeah, I'll leave it at that. And I guess, I mean, it's pretty late at night. I'm tempted to go home, sure, but seeing all the stuff on the maps or the caves and the maps, I guess I'll head over there real quick. Maybe just do a gander.
It's a little bit further from the city than just a short jaunt. You'll have to actually like get in a car, which I presume you have access to, and drive. It's like maybe a 40-minute drive from the city.
All right, yeah, take a quick ride.
Let's cut from that car ride over to Mew Mew, Mackenzie Ward. What is your room setup look like?
My room is fairly bland considering what Kenzie wears and how she presents herself. It's like gray walls. There's like a white shag rug that needs to be vacuumed. I think I had like Dorito bags and Mountain Dew cans, like super typical, but then also like a kettle with tea and just a little what's it called, pour over coffee thing. Like there's a bunch of caffeinated beverage options. There's not really a lot of stuff on the walls, but one I guess half of her room is just a very big desk. There's like 3 monitors on the desk and then like a large flat one on the wall above it, with a hand crafted, hand built like computer, and then also like a separate server. They've all got rainbow lights going. Keyboards are all rainbow lit. And then there's a closet, like her bed's not made. It's got like Lisa Frank kitten comforter, and the closet is just spilling out with tons of variety of colored clothing and accessories, I guess.
Excellent. And normally
not clean.
That sets a whole different color to the room. The monitor wall, which is primarily where you've been working, would perhaps sometimes have screensavers on a few of the monitors, maybe something Lisa Frank or just a cool pattern. But right now you have used all of them to look up information on DarkSoul0. Very little has come back, but the hour of your potential meetup is nearly at hand. You only have about an hour left, and looking up the destination, it's a little cafe called the Black Hole Cafe. It's about 15 minutes or so from your apartment. What is your plan?
So the Black Hole Cafe, that's a place that I've been to probably
you've been to a lot of different cafes. It's similar to a place that you would have been. Maybe it's an internet cafe or just like a little all-night cafe that you sometimes find in the middle of a city. But you've never been to this particular one, which is strange because you know about a lot of them.
Okay, yeah. So I'd like look up the cafe, check out the menu, like look through their Instagram, like how busy are they? Is this a very well populated place? Like what is their presence to kind of get a feel for the space so that I know, are there going to be a lot of people there? If it's going to be pretty empty, what can I bring to make it safe?
You don't see much. The website is like an old just CSS and HTML kind of website.
I make like a gagging face when I see it, like, oh God, all right.
And like it's black, the name is there, there is no menu, the hours are there. There's like a little embedded map to show you how to get there. And then there are some really old pictures. And from the look of it, it's kind of like a coffee shop mixed with a goth bar. It's got some real interesting people in those pictures. There's like a spooky night, and you do see that there are some old, and emphasis on old, computers in the background of some of these pictures. Though you also can't tell how out of date the pictures are. The graphic quality is quite poor, so they could also be outdated.
It's no wonder Kenzie has never been to this cafe. Okay, I was confused and a little disgusted. I'm like, all right. So is going to, like, she's going to go, she's going to, she probably has some sort of recording device. She's got lots of stuff. So a recording device.
I mean, you were pretty into the paranormal scene, right? How many dots of occult do you have?
I have two dots of occult. And my specialty is occult 2.0. So information that's on the web.
Okay. Yeah, then you absolutely would probably have some like fairly low cost, not just cameras, but like tools to take pictures of ghosts. Maybe it's like a special filter or something, and you're like, oh yeah, I've never caught any ghosts, but I saw a review online that said this totally works.
Oh, absolutely. And there's like cosmic disturbance measurements.
Very important.
And a very good recorder that's good at separating like background noise from like unusual sounds. It's got lots of really good reviews. That's used for ASMR stuff, but also ghost hunting. Cool. So I've got that. And then I'm going to do, Mackenzie's going to try her hardest to find clothes that will make her not stand out in this cyber bar goth place.
Hard to tell. Like the people just looked weird. They were pretty dressed in black though, so that's not your usual style.
It is not my usual style. I kind of want to roll to see if I have anything.
Just a chance die.
Yeah, oh, I got a success. Yeah, okay. I've got like one shirt. It's like black. It definitely has, it's like my Halloween shirt. It's got like the cutesy version of Baphomet. So like the pastel chibi Baphomet character.
Classic baby Baphomet.
Yeah. So I got that, and like just, I probably had some jeans. Put on some jeans. It's like as neutral, low rainbow as I could get.
I love it. And you're heading off to the cafe with your kit. You walk from the car to where the map, I'm assuming you're using maps, some sort of like phone app to get there. Towards where it's telling you that it is, and it goes at one point into like this narrow little alley. And something about it just, it gives you the chills the same way that being in that cave gave you the chills.
I also have, so I've got my background recorder, but I also have a little like note to self. It's like, hey Siri, take a note. This place is real creepy. Oh God.
This place is real creepy, Siri.
Quiet, Siri. It's under my pillows. Yeah, it's just I say like the address I'm at. This address, it's real creepy. It's like the caves. I don't like it, which means it's probably the right place. Thanks, Siri.
Is that going live to the internet, or is that being recorded somewhere?
It's definitely being saved in a cloud location. Definitely an encrypted cloud location. I like to do my own editing before I post it. I'm known for my high quality reporting.
All right. And yeah, are you?
I've definitely tweeted that I'm on an like going to investigate. Stay tuned.
All
Rainbow
right.
emoji, skull emoji.
Yeah, and you've got this picture of this creepy alleyway. There's some weird graffiti on the walls, and as you walk down, one of the walls has a picture of what looks like a black cat, and you swear that it's looking at you.
Take a picture and like move my head like, is it one of these eyeball things?
Yeah, it does seem to be like following you wherever you move your head. The eyes of this cat follow you. And you just took a normal picture. That picture looks like a picture of a cat graffiti. The lighting's not great here.
No. Cool. Can I like look and see, is there any other artwork or any other graffiti that's in the same style? Like, is this the only thing that artist has put up?
Yeah, the cat seems to have been like, someone made a background first with yellow. So they've been like spray painted over the rest of the graffiti. And it's much more like fine art than anything else here is. Everything else looks like tags. But as you look it over, roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
Plus wits, maybe.
That is a ooh. Okay, so that's one success. And then so when I went to roll one more die, it gave me 2, but the first one was a 10, so I'm still gonna count it.
Nice.
So 2 successes.
You do recognize that instead of just being like people's initials, a lot of these tags, like more than just 1 or 2, seem to be occult symbols. Just like there are Thelemic symbols here. There's various like triangles and even a pentagram.
This is definitely the right place. Are there any like tags or symbols specifically near the cat, or just like, this is a cool alley I'm gonna keep?
Just a cool alley, classic cool alley.
Cool.
And yeah, you see the sign for the Midnight Cafe. It is flickering in and out. The neon is damaged in such a way that sometimes it says the words and then they'll cut out and they'll come back. The symbol is like a purple circle around part of the words Black Hole Cafe. The building is small brick with a green door, but there's no windows.
Can I make a... I mean, I would think like, this is weird. Mystical symbols, creepy black alley cafe, no windows. I'm gonna like check my stuff. Like, would I assume like vampires, ghosts, something creepy in there?
Definitely could be. I mean, creepy things or creepy people. Mighty suspicious is what it seems like. And there's no one else around. Like, the city is still bustling at this time of night, but no one is here. So
I'm gonna do one more thing before I get into the cafe.
what will it be?
I'm going to text Eustace, be like, drop a pin, and be like, hey, I'm doing something questionable. This is where I am in case I don't, you can't find me. And then I go into the cafe.
I don't want my like I am driving notification to pop up. Not responding.
And you
Perfect.
are, in fact, driving. And you have reached like the parking lot for this reservation area, which you can get out. There's no one else here.
Guess I'll get out and start make my way over towards the cave.
Okay. You don't really know where it is. Can you give me a survival plus intelligence check?
I got 2 successes.
Yeah, you easily find the caves. You find the caves because you have those maps. Did you take the maps with you?
I didn't say that I did, but I think being a good investigator, I would say I would have found them.
All right.
So I'll roll a chance die, actually. Let's see. I'll roll dice. Oh, I did not bring them.
Yeah, well, they're back at the office for when you mysteriously disappeared too.
Yeah.
And you have reached the entrance to the caves. You've got a flashlight with you, so you can turn that on, like shine it down into this creepy cave. Stalagmites, stalactites, the whole dealio.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna start venturing in. I'm gonna be careful with where I'm stepping because it is, a cave. Nice.
Great news. As you go into the cave, there's a figure there. And they turn and face you. They're in a creepy mask.
All right, I have my weapon drawn now,
Right.
pistol, and I'm like, federal agent, identify yourself, and I'm like pointing the gun at them.
There's definitely a pause as they look at you. They're dressed in long, flowy robes, because of course they are, that conceal most of their body. And when they are looking at you, you feel uncomfortable. They say, sorrow. They're just going to drift towards you. They don't look like they're walking so much as flowing.
And I say, don't come any closer. I am like now really aiming my gun at them.
Yeah, they just keep moving.
And all right, that fire shot.
All right, roll firearms plus dex.
4 successes.
All right, you shoot them right in the center. It should definitely slow them down. But instead, what happens is that the world cracks open along where the bullet traveled. It rips into like this open light, and through the crack in reality, you see a figure with bright pink hair standing in front of a door. And it starts to crack closed, and that figure is gone.
Does Mackenzie have pink hair by chance?
Oh no, then I was wrong. No, it was Mackenzie. What color's hair is Mackenzie?
Bright green.
Right.
Oh no, is it pink?
No, I think it might be green. I think you're right. Because I
think it was
remember
going to be a green mullet, and then I was trying to do it a different color from the other character, Hannah, and then I accidentally did the same color.
Right. So you see a figure with green hair.
All right, so someone that resembled my sister. Okay.
Teal, that's what it is. It's teal.
It's teal, very different than green. And yes, it is. It's not just someone who resembled your sister. You are convinced that it was your sister.
All right, and did this figure is now gone? It just
roll a wits plus composure check.
So I'm going to have favorite weapon, so that's +2 to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Two successes.
With 2 successes, you don't see them anywhere, and they were really close to you. There's no obvious hiding spots. You're not sure what happened with reality breaking into a hole, but at the same time, maybe they went through the hole, maybe they just were the hole, you're not sure. But with your second success, you do see that your cell phone is no longer in your pocket, but is on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly pick it up, trying to keep an eye on my surroundings.
It buzzes with a missed message.
And I'll read it.
It's that message from Kenzie.
Oh yeah, and it shows me an address, I guess.
Yes. In fact, it's pinned location.
Oh right. So, do I recognize it?
No, definitely not. It's just some place in the city. No place important as far as you know.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call her real quick.
Okay. So Kenzie, were you going to go through the door?
Yeah, Kenzie sent the text. I'm like, okay, and goes inside.
All right. Inside the bar, the lights are turned real low. It's kind of got a bluish glow coming from behind the bar where there's a decent selection of alcohol, but there is not really a decent selection of people in this bar. In fact, there are 2. Behind the bar, there is a figure in yellow, concealing robes draped over their face. Sitting at the bar, there is a person with long, bright red hair who has very pale skin, and they are in a leather jacket, pants. Their back is turned to you, and it's about at this time that you start getting a phone call.
Oh, service. So I see it's my brother.
You do.
Yeah, so I go into a corner and, or do I see if there's a bathroom, a sign for
there is, in fact, a bathroom sign.
Okay, yeah, so I want to quickly head into the bathroom, and
there's a weird thing about the bathroom as you go in. There's a big black mark on one of the walls that is covered with several flies.
Does it smell bad?
Not particularly. Doesn't smell great.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna stand far away from that for a second and yeah, what? I told you I was I'm investigating. I'm doing the you thing.
Wait, you're doing
And by
what now?
investigating, I mean I'm just meeting a internet friend.
I told you to go home and stay there.
I did.
What
I
part
went
was
home
it?
and I stayed there, and now I'm doing something else.
All right. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not my usual cup of tea in terms of cafes.
Have you seen anybody with a weird mask?
No, there was someone in like yellow robes, which is an interesting color, but I like it's a bright color. It's very nice. Couldn't see their face, but I didn't notice any masks.
All right. Well,
Why?
I would try. You should go back home, Mac. I don't know what you're doing at this cafe. Basically, don't talk to that person in the robes. Who wears robes at a cafe?
They could be a monk. People have. I mean, you're not really one to talk about fashion choices. Let people wear what they want.
At this point, the door to the bathroom opens, and the figure with the bright red hair walks inside. They kind of walk past you, and they give you a look. They go to a stall.
Okay, Eustace, this is like, pretend it's a date. I'm on a date meeting people. All right, I'm gonna go. If I'll let you know when I get home. Don't worry.
Now go home.
And I hang up.
Okay. As you hang up the phone, you hear coming from the stall that person just went into. Mew, 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 mew.
I regret hanging up the phone. I guess Kenzie's going to say, I'll leave you alone in here. We can this is the bathroom. You should have your privacy. Just
we can all be private together, they say in a voice that seems a bit too high-pitched for their body size. And there are two stalls here. They knock on the door of the one that they went into.
I don't usually like being private with other people. Are you DarkSoul0? Are you the one who's trying to set up meeting me and figuring out where I am? That's a whole.
I have a dark soul, but I don't always have a dark soul. Sometimes I sell it, and then I buy it back at discount. You hear them stifling a cackling laughter.
Okay. Either you're being making some really creepy jokes, which I appreciate. Everyone's got a nice real sense of humor.
I wanted to show you.
Show me what exactly?
Show you where they came from and where they've gone. Don't you want to see it?
Oh, the statues?
You hear something drop onto the floor.
Do you need me to get that for you?
Yes.
I try not to look underneath the stall and get the thing. And what is it that I'm picking up?
It is in fact a SD card.
Okay, cool. That's way better than I thought it might be. Yeah, I know what an SD card is. I'm like, huh. Great. Yeah. Yeah. You can have your own persona. I appreciate that. And
My
yeah, if I take
name's
the SD.
Simone. What's your name?
It's lovely to meet you, Simone. As you might imagine, I don't really. You already know my main handle, which is already like more information than I want you to have about me, considering we're meeting in physical form. So we'll just stick with Mew Mew.
That's what they told me it was, but it doesn't seem like a real name.
All names are real names.
Some names are realer than others.
Guess you got a point there. DarkSoul0 is not quite a real name, is it? DarkSoul0/Simone.
I'm not always a dark soul, but sometimes they're here with me. They've shown me things. You'll see them too.
Mackenzie's getting like a little creeped out. Like, this is either a really creepy person or something is a little bit darker than she was really anticipating. Gonna take the SD card and say, great. Well, Simone, I really appreciate you connecting with me and handing off this information. I'm gonna take this and you can I'm Mew Mew. You can follow me, like, and subscribe. I'll catch you later. And sort of back out of the bathroom with the SD card. I'm like looking for. I guess it would work in my phone.
No, the
Or
phone doesn't
camera.
really have a plate. Oh, the camera. Yeah, you can put it into the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah, so when I leave, I'm gonna like look and see, like, is there anyone in the bar while I'm like, getting my camera out so I can look at it.
The only other person in the bar is that figure in yellow robes. They are cleaning the bar, but you notice that they're just cleaning it with their robes. Like, their hand isn't out of the robes, they're just wiping the robe back and forth along the bar.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm not coming back here. 1 Yelp review star. I'm going to like, as I'm heading out the door, kind of put the SD card in my camera, like look around. Just, like, is that super creepy person following me?
Oh, have you left the bar?
I'm like at the door. I'm not outside.
They have not left the bathroom.
Okay. Then before I get back out into the sunlight, I want to be like in the darker area and like put the SD card in.
Okay.
Just to see, like, is it compatible, like, before I leave, pretty much. Like, not necessarily go through it, but like, is this?
Yeah. So when you put in the SD card, you can tell that there's a bunch of different file types on this camera, and most of them are unreadable by the camera. However, there do seem to be pictures. The pictures do not have names, but you could open them.
Okay. I'm torn between like going home where like I know it's safer and it's what Eustace told me to do, or look at some of the files here, because if I need more information from this person, I'm not going to see them again.
Let's cut back to Eustace. Eustace, one of the strangest things that you've ever seen before has now happened. You've seen some weird things. Tell me about 2 to 3 things that Eustace has seen that have made him be like, that's weird. None of them are as weird as a person disappearing in a crack of reality in front of you.
That's super weird. So that's definitely number one. Okay, and let's see some of the weird things I've seen. I have seen UFOs, and I've seen people with, say, abnormal abilities, sort of like the X-Men, but like, you know, D tier stuff. Like they can, I don't know, they can barely control the temperature of like a glass of water or something like that.
Yeah, or like their tongues are extra long. Weird
Yes.
things.
Sure, yeah. And I saw, can I say, so, can I, like, is it too far to say, like, I know that, like, demons exist in this universe, or, like, angels?
No, you know that demons exist.
All right, yeah.
How many dots of occult do you have?
I have 1 dot of occult.
All right, so you probably weren't like a point person on anything to do about demons, but maybe you saw someone act possessed, reported it, and it was immediately followed up on. Like there were vans, there were multiple vans, people came, and you actually found out later on that many of those people died. That there were a bunch of agents called, specialized agents to deal in whatever demons is, and they like shot each other or something. You didn't ever get full details about the story, and this was before you were partners with Paula, so she doesn't believe you.
Classic Paula.
Paula. So anyhow, you feel like you are in a suspenseful situation, alone in a dark cave.
Well, seeing that, I'm convinced Paula was here, that something bad happened. And I'm not gonna leave just yet. Now I'm like thinking, oh crap, I'm probably gonna find the body. And I'm gonna keep searching. I'm gonna go deeper.
Okay. As you go deeper into the caverns, roll me a resolve plus composure check. The +2 bonus from your favored weapon does apply.
Cool. Does it have +2 per trait, or is it just 2 overall?
2 overall.
Okay, that's crazy. Like that's super OP. Super cool. All right, actually, let me double check what it is. Oh yeah. Oh, 4 successes.
Okay. As you walk deeper into the cavern, you start to hear things, little echoes. They sound almost like twanging bands, and then small muffled thumps. Mixed in, you could swear that you hear screaming, but it's not consistent. And it's very, very faint. It's like just at the edge of your perception. The other thing that you notice is that there's definitely wear here, like people have walked through these caverns before. There's a worn path that you can easily follow. You see that there are even like trail markers showing a path deeper down into the caves, if you should choose to go that way.
Do I hear where the noises are coming from, or is it just like I just hear them?
Everything is so echoey down here that it's almost impossible to pinpoint.
Yeah, you know what? I'll I'll keep walking the commonly traveled path deeper into the cave.
Okay. There's a massive cavern that opens up at one point, and you hear the sound of water somewhere down below. You feel it's cold here. Even for this time of year, it's unseasonably cold. And you feel that there's something up with this room, but you can't see most of it. And as you shine the flashlight around, you swear for a moment you see something move in the stalagmites.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep, sort of waving my flashlight around the stalagmites. See maybe if I catch a glimpse of it again, or if it was just my imagination.
Yeah, you flash it back and forth and back and forth. And then suddenly the beam lands upon a masked figure that wasn't there before. Just hanging out. Classic hanging out.
Sympathy, I take it.
Yes, it says.
Perhaps you would sympathize with me over my missing colleague. Perhaps you've seen her. Her name's Paula. Last I know, she was around here. Perhaps you two met. Yes. Would you be so kind as to show me to her or lead me to her?
They start to move towards you again.
I'm like, whoa. I really don't want to do what we did last time. But perhaps if we could come to an arrangement, you can gain my trust.
You cannot go there. You would be unmade.
Where's there?
You're not asking the right questions.
All right. What are you?
I am sorrow.
Okay. Are you a demon?
Yes.
Okay. Well then. Why is a demon hanging out here?
This is where it all is.
Oh. I gotta flash my light around. This is where it all is, huh? So is Paula here as well?
No.
But I can't go to where she is.
It would unmake you.
Did it unmake her as well?
Yes.
Well, would you call this place sorrowful? Is that why you're here?
No.
Then why are you here?
I am here for you.
Yeah, well,
It starts to move towards you again.
yeah, I'd take another shot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll Dex firearms again.
Yep. 7 successes.
Okay. You light it up. You fire 3 rounds, one of them directly at the face. Each of the rounds ripples apart reality. And for a moment, you see a screaming black void. You see what looks like a red mountain, and on it there is blood just dripping down the mountain. You see a massive inferno, but the colors, they're like purples, reds, and greens. Then the figure is behind you, and it says, "Be good, or you will be sorrow."
All right, well, he's got the drop on me. I'm not gonna do any sudden movements. And I'm like, sure, I'm good. Yeah, so good.
You'll be given a choice. See that you make the right one.
All right, what's the choice?
You don't see them. They're somewhere behind you, and they're not saying anything.
All right, slowly turn around.
And they're gone.
Yeah.
Classic costume change.
All right. Yeah, I'm convinced this is well over my head. This is not even my department, dealing with demons. I've already dealt farther than I should have. I'm gonna peace on out of here. I'm convinced Paula is definitely dead. And this cavern is far too big for me to search on my own. Gonna have to go back up. Also, guy's a demon. I don't deal with demons. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely have to report this back to some higher ups. Let them know what's up.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah.
And
done. Doing a good day's work.
The problem is that both of you have come across Lovecraftian horrors, and it's sort of broken your sanity, perhaps. I'm going to have you each roll a resolve plus composure check.
Do I still get the +2 bonus here? Or no?
You know what? I think you do, because even though it's not a shooting things situation, you just feel like you can shoot things. Yeah, there's problems, but you're going to shoot them.
I got a none success.
Okay. So you've gained a condition, and that condition is unstable.
Cool.
What is going to happen is on your next wits roll, you're going to take a -2 penalty. And if you fail that roll, it will be a dramatic failure. But the good news is that I'm giving you experience. You gained some experience. Additionally, we'll deal with the experience from last time and this time at the end of the session.
Cool. So I'm unstable, -2 to any wits rolls, and if I fail, it's critical.
Yes, but only to your next wits roll.
Oh, okay.
Got 3 successes.
Still.
On that.
Yeah, you it would break a normal person, but Eustace is like, yeah, whatever, reality broke.
Been there, done that. Whatever.
You go back to your homes, back to your places of safety. Nothing seems to be happening there. And so you can take an action if you have something that you would like to do.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at the files in the camera.
Files in the camera are unbelievable. They are like, at first, you're pretty sure that they're photoshopped. And then you're like, oh no, these could be real and like really weird. And then you're like, no, but they have to be photoshopped. There are things like animal people, and there's a person on fire flying. There is what looks like some sort of sludge, but the sludge is rising up into like a hand. As you are flipping through the images, they're just like incredibly unbelievable.
Do any of them match any of the urban legends or stories that have been shared on my chat boards?
Yeah, I'd say definitely roll an internet occult plus intelligence check.
And do I get a bonus if it's my specialty? I forget how that works.
+1 die.
Cult 2.0. I have 1 success.
You do see one that matches one of the stories, sort of. What is the picture and what is the story?
It is it's like this. So there have been stories about like this weird rat man cult.
Mm-hmm.
Where people have been going around, or saying like there's a like the god of rats is living in the sewers. It's very like, this sounds like it's been transplanted from New York City, but there's a picture of one of the animal people. It's half rat, half man, with followers with like white glowing eyes. It's kind of just inside like one of the sewers, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's on there. Someone's been on the same message boards as you have.
Yeah, it's a very niche story, and we've kind of like don't really believe it because it's not a Washington D.C. story. That's a New York City story.
Yeah.
Weird. Hello, cat.
Oh, good luck.
Um,
Yeah, so
yes.
you also look at the files on the camera or on the computer.
Yeah, I like make notes of like which photos I'm going to share to which message board, because some of them, like that one's definitely like going on the thread of that story.
Yeah.
Like here's photos, really weird. And then here's some other ones like, hey, does anyone recognize any of these? Is this just really weird art, or is this a thing? Pique their interest.
Yeah.
I always get the best stuff.
So you're making
like
notes about this, but you haven't posted it yet, or are you going to start to post it immediately?
I'm going to post them immediately. I'm not going to write up a big thing about them, but just like, these, like one drop of just in the main message board that I'm in, like stumbled upon or acquired an artifact filled with images. Check these out. Are these photoshopped or are these real? Do you recognize any of these stories?
Okay. Yeah, so you do that. Are you
And
also
then,
looking at the files, or are you just uploading the pictures?
no, I like write my little blurb. I've got my copied paste collection of like emojis, bio, like cute quote, and like publish it. So it'll take a while to upload. So I look at the files while it's
Okay.
like post, go back to the files.
Yeah, when you start looking through the files, a lot of them are like government reports or like company reports about weird things. They've been redacted and unredacted, so the words don't always make sense. There's like they've been decrypted, but not necessarily 100% correctly, you think. And the reports are on various subject matter. Some of it does seem to be about extraterrestrials and like UFOs and aliens and stuff.
Cool.
About halfway through looking through it, though, one of your security softwares does a ping, and it's like the bad alarm noise.
Is security software like for my like for my apartment, my studio, or like for my computers, my technology?
So it is for
Lab.
your technology. It's like anti-malware software. But of course, your whole house is probably connected to this system right here. So it's not like someone's breaking into your house, but it's like your house has a problem. Maybe Siri says that.
Great. Yeah, so Siri probably says something like I don't know what the standard warning would be.
You are.
Maybe like a clip from like a movie. There's been a breach in the perimeter or something.
Yeah. So that's what Siri says.
I immediately stop what I'm doing, go to the dashboard. Like, which alarm?
Files are being installed.
No.
Files are being installed.
No, I have like from the camera. Is it coming from the camera?
You think so?
Okay. Well, I immediately disconnect the camera, run the
files are still being installed.
From where? I run the security, like a scanner, like, okay, scan these files quickly. And like go to check, like, did I accidentally turn off any of my like firewalls or anything? Like, is everything still there?
Everything's still
there,
but that's not a guarantee for sure. It's just an equipment bonus on your computers plus wits check to outthink the virus going through your system.
Oh, I was at wits checks. Okay, so my computer is good though. 7 minus 5 still. I rolled 5 and I failed.
It's a dramatic failure. The program has gotten into like the source code. It's everywhere. The whole computer locks up. You see a picture of Bahamut, the same Bahamut who's on your shirt, giggling, and then it blanks.
No. I disconnected from the internet. Like, is it gonna go get into like my cloud stuff? Like, I disconnect it. I don't unplug it, but like pull out the router.
Yeah.
Like, okay, at least it's contained to this machine, but like check, like, is it booting? Kind of turn it off, turn it back on.
The lights in your house go off. No.
I'm going to get I'm pretty sure like I have pepper spray and holy water in a drawer somewhere. I get like pepper spray, a holy water, and then I'm gonna call a Eustace.
Okay.
But be on the phone while I go like to where the breakers are, I guess. I don't know if my apartment breakers might be in my studio.
Why don't you roll a die?
No.
Yeah, they're downstairs in the basement.
Okay, so I'm gonna I don't want to leave my studio. I have my phone with the flashlight on, my pepper spray, my holy water, and like is my computer like shut off as the whole power's got off? All the power?
Yeah, the power is now unplugged, but
Everything.
the lights are still off. And to turn them back on, you remove the light switches. You do need the system to do most things in this house. You won't be able to say, turn on or off the fridge if they turned off the fridge, for example.
Like the whole thing is a smart house apartment.
Like
studio.
there's a few things that are not on that circuit, but it's like the oven, maybe the microwave, if you have a microwave, but most of the things are hooked up so that you could control them with this computer slash.
Because it's so convenient. Okay, do I know of a way to, they're all smart light bulbs. Can I see if I have any light bulbs that are not part of the system? Oh, that still wouldn't work. They just shut the whole thing off. That wouldn't help. So most like smart devices have like they have an app. Can I like go into the app on my phone?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know your login probably, so you start doing that as quickly as you can with just the light of your phone here in the dark. And you get a message from one of the other people who is on the Summoning Circle website. And the message pops up and it's like, hey, why is the site down?
Question mark, question mark, question mark. When did it go down? When did it go down? Like just now?
Like 5 minutes ago. I've been trying to get on this whole time.
Looking into it. If you downloaded any files, if you download any files locally, wipe them.
It's at this point that there is a knock on your door.
Okay. I'm going to text Eustace. SOS, the grid shut down at my house. What do I say? SOS, I'm off the grid. Someone's hacked me. Please come pick me up or something. Like everything is off the grid. Like just come get me. And I go to the door.
All right. There are government agents waiting to pick you up at the door.
JK, Eustace, see you in a minute.
It's not a minute. It's more like a week of being in holding.
What?
People talk to you about where the camera came from and where the pictures came from. You insist that you really should just be able to go, and you are not let go. You can roll an insight check, a wits insight, if you would like to. In the meantime, Eustace, what have you been up to after you got that SOX text?
So I imagine I probably know that she's being held, but probably been told not to, make contact and all that stuff.
You surmise that could be the case when you show up to the apartment and find it abandoned. But yeah, no, after a few days, you do figure out where they are holding your sister. You use some of your contacts, you talk to the right people.
Yeah, I guess I'll, I probably figure out who's like in charge of why she's being held, and I probably know them,
All right.
have some contacts around, so I'll reach out to them and be like, hey, so what's the deal? Why are you holding Mackenzie?
It seems that Kenzie has come across some sensitive material and had decided to upload it to a public server. Kenzie, you figure this out as well for why you are being held. You are also pretty sure with the second success on that insight roll that they are the ones who took down the website. It probably wasn't the virus. The website does go back up. You're pretty sure, but you don't have any way to connect to other people, but you think that they might have just taken down your post, maybe your account. It's driving you crazy. You haven't posted on anything on social. You're sure that your followers are looking for you, and
They took down my account.
you can ask one more question with that third empathy success.
Do they know who gave me the camera?
Only if you've told them.
Oh, I see. So they're trying to figure out where I got it from.
Oh yeah, and I'm assuming that you told them some stuff, right?
Yeah.
You told them everything.
So yes, but I don't tell them like I try and withhold information. Like I don't tell them what the cafe is, even though I forget Eustace knows. So like in exchange, they'll give me just 5 minutes on an iPad, just 5 minutes. Like my community needs to know where I am. Like they've been following where I am. They could think that I'm in danger. They have seen the things that you want hidden. They deserve to know. It's a community expertise. They are out there doing the groundwork, finding answers, while you're in here wearing suits and you're cutting off all the information that we need. Just 5 minutes.
At first they shake their head, but you're very
just send one GIF.
And eventually they do bring you a device. You do start to like go to the sites and see what's happening there. But you see that all of your accounts have been taken down.
All of them. Like everything associated with Mew Mew, or like all of my alias, backup, everything. Can I see if people are looking for me? Like, where's Mew Mew?
Yes, there are.
Am I trending?
No, you are not.
Yeah, is it, can I look and see, like, is it blocked, or is the account just has been deleted?
You think that it has been deleted.
by the user.
Can I do some quick like hacking roll to see like if I can access a backup of the information? Because sometimes they back up your user data.
Yeah, you think that it will take you more than the 5 minutes that you have on this iPad, but you might be able to do that with some of the sites. Is definitely something that you think.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at that later. But what I am going to do, which I could totally do in 5 minutes, is quickly set up a new account.
Mm-hmm. And post.
Yeah, and post like Mew Mew resurrected is the post. The suits are trying to stifle me, but I live. I will be free.
Roll a wits plus computers check.
And computers is one of my asset skills. I get to reroll 9s. It's 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. As you are doing this thing, you notice that your mouse moves, like the cursor moves just a little bit.
Like without me touching it?
Without you touching it.
I'm gonna like wiggle the mouse around.
Yep, follows your movements. And the 5 minutes are up. The iPad automatically shuts down.
Oh, that's harsh. Just you wait. You cannot stifle my voice or my insight. Mew Mew will be back.
Cut to, you are in a conversation with someone else, one of your superiors, who's trying to like psychologically prepare you for your sister being disappeared. I'm sorry. It turns out that given another opportunity, they immediately tried to post again about the sensitive material. We're pretty sure that they're a risk and we're going to have to put them on a farm.
Can we just neuralize her? I mean,
Oh yeah, that's essentially what we'll do at the farm. There's measures. There's measures in place.
Oh, we don't want to like totally neuralize her, right? Like, we'll probably release everything for past month,
unfortunately, right? It's very close to death. So if you want, you can go in and say a few words. You'll be put in charge of explaining it to the family.
Whoa, I've done a lot for you guys.
Oh yeah, we'll make it look like a car accident. Don't worry.
No, this clearly no, but we're not disappearing Mackenzie. That's not happening. There's got to be another way.
Well,
I think she could be used as an asset more so than.
If they could be used as an asset, we always need people who are skilled at computers. So if you could bring them into the fold and convince them to not post about their experiences, we'd be all set. But we don't think that that's very likely.
Well, then let me have a talk with her, and I'll see what I could do. If I can't convince her, then yes, we'll do the whole farm thing. As much as I don't want that. Sound good?
Of course, yeah. Your superiors respect you. You're well-documented agent. Also, Paula hasn't come back. It's been a few days.
Oh, I've told them about the whole cave and the sympathy guy, and
yeah. Then they have agents all over that. They have like agents all throughout the caves again.
Cool, sweet. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have a go talk with my sister, I guess. In this.
Another thing that comes up is that they also have sent agents to the location. You told them about, or did you tell them about where your sister sent you that message from with the pinned location.
Oh, if they, asked me about her like whereabouts or where maybe she got it, I
Yeah.
would have told her. But if not, I wouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, they probably interview you. They do a pretty routine interview.
Yeah, I probably told them then.
Well, then they investigated it, and there was nothing there.
All right. Well then. All right. Sounds like things are underway. All right. To Mackenzie then.
And they say, taking out a picture of what looks like a rat man and sliding it across the table to you, that this was one of the files that they uploaded to the web. I'm pretty sure that we have a lead on where this could have been taken, if you want to go and investigate it with them as sort of like a trial run.
All right, sure. Why not? Got yourself into. All right.
Oh, my head's like on the desk if you walk in, like just.
All right. I'm gonna like just take the photo I have of the rat man and sort of just like throw it on the desk and just like, Mac, what have you gotten yourself into?
Nothing new. I am one of the most important voices out there on the scene, bringing the truth to the people about everything that's going on in the city that you don't want people to know about. And you know stuff. You're part of these people who keep kidnapping me as I'm trying to get to the bottom of things. So you know what's at the bottom of things. They deleted my accounts, Eustace.
Yeah, and it's gonna
All
stay
of
that
them.
way.
All of them.
You're not that person anymore.
Mew Mew is dead.
Exactly. We're gonna keep it that way. Because if not, then you will be dead. Figuratively speaking.
I am
Trevor.
dead, figuratively speaking.
All right, well. So here's the deal. Oh, I'm just gonna lay it out there. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They want to wipe your mind. Like everything you know, just gone. You're gonna live your whatever remainder of your life, your years at some farm. Probably under a new name. This whole Mew Mew Mackenzie thing. You won't remember who they are. On the other hand, you do have some skills that my colleagues and my superiors would certainly value as an asset. So perhaps you would like to work with us. You'll still get to be that person on the scene. You won't be able to voice any of that stuff though. It's all hush hush, but you'll get to be you'll be in the in, you know what I mean? I
So
sort of
you're
take this
telling me
picture.
I have to choose between getting ice picked or
Yeah,
being silenced, stifled.
see, it's just so a person is smart, but people are scared, jumpy, prone to do things that are, stupid. You can't have them knowing about all this.
Yeah, I remember the
Ramifications.
riots the last time there was an alligator in sewer leak.
Exactly. Can't have that happen again. But I sort of take the rat person photo, I sort of slide it in front of you. And I'm like, how would you like to go with me? Find this guy.
The New York City scam? I mean, the rat man? Wait, are you saying, so you're saying that this is a real photograph and you know how to go find him. Is this your job? This is your job. You're
Yes.
not an accountant?
Well,
I mean, I
it's-
thought it was like,
I'm hoping this is also you're going to be your job now as well.
but not Mew Mew. The new Mew Mew. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just, none of that whole social media stuff.
No social media.
No. And I'm putting my neck out there for you. You can't be doing that stuff. Because if one thing comes out, guess what happens to me?
Do you get ice picked too?
Probably.
Oh, we can live on the
I'm
farm together.
Yeah.
Okay, so no. What if, like an unrelated social media, just for like me? No, so like I get it, like no sensitive information, nothing that's like from your work, all NDA, blah, 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 blah. But like sometimes there's really cool graffiti, or I get a really cute latte art. Can I post that? Just
Sure.
like, totally unrelated. I miss the
Yeah,
people.
you can have that.
I need the
but
people.
Just know that they'll be watching everything you post. It's no longer a secret. All the lattes in the world. I mean, no. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't post like witchy things, but no more real world stuff.
How do I know what's real witchy stuff versus like not, Photoshop?
Why you should probably just
Mysterious
stick with the foam
things.
art from the lattes. Just focus on that. You can have just a whole page on all the lattes and foam art you can think of. The occasional, graffiti, white girl selfie thing in New York.
Glare at you. You're not wrong. All right. Okay, Mew Mew will retire. Retired. 6 feet under, no relaunch or hard reset, retire. And I will be Mackenzie, finder of truth, working from the inside. Okay, I can do that. Does that mean, okay, but do I get all my computers back? I get to work exactly how I like to work? And do I have to wear a suit?
I don't think you'll wear a suit. We have plenty of undercover agents. You can get your computer stuff back, but I'm gonna warn you, it's probably all gonna be wiped. Like all of it. So just ripping off that Band-Aid now. So
And yeah,
how about it?
we cut to the rebirth of Mackenzie, finder of truth, as they discovered that in fact all of their personal servers, all the stuff that was in that room has been taken because it is currently under investigation. So it will not be coming back to you. And you are given other computers in a different setup, in a different room, and you're not going back to your apartment, and you have several bags of smelly clothes, also some very nice suits, but several bags of smelly clothes that have been provided.
I will wash them.
And yeah, I think that we're going to montage a couple early adventures of this duo. So the Rat Man, what skill do you want to use for catching the Rat Man?
So Mackenzie will use some web crawling of any mention of Ratman pictures like across anywhere, and try and find like what are the locations of those postings. Like, is there some sort of
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a hot spot for social
Yeah,
media
in fact,
postings about Ratman?
it does seem to be around the National Mall, in fact, that there have been a lot of postings about the Rat Man. And roll a intelligence computers check. And you can add your occult 2.0, so +1 bonus to this. What skill are you using there? Eustace?
I'll use Wits Investigate.
Okay.
It's good old police work. I put my dice away because my cat kept batting at it like it was a toy.
So yeah, with 3 successes, you pinpoint the sewer entrances. There's definitely some activity there, and after a few nights of on the beat investigation, you do in fact discover some really mysterious nests down below. How many wits investigation successes? 2. There are rat people there. There's some real weird rat people there. A firefight ensues. At one point, Eustace, you're almost cornered and overwhelmed. But then Kenzie gets a bunch of people to come and show up there. Other agents and stuff.
Backup squad.
Yeah, both of you gain a dot of contacts.
Ooh.
What is the second sort of task investigation that you are set to do?
Do you want to do a like high society, incredibly exclusive dinner that invites some people who are not part of that circle to go to dinner, and they don't come back, or they come back different?
All right. That's cool.
Or like brunch, daytime brunch that does this.
Nighttime.
Okay, nighttime brunch.
Nighttime brunch. Yeah, you scope out this place, you investigate some disappearances. It turns out, what kind of check are you using to investigate?
Me?
Both of you.
Can't just keep using the same skill, right?
No, why don't you switch it up?
Yeah. Can I do Wits Empathy?
Yeah.
I got 3 successes.
Yeah, you get the feeling that a lot of these people are like acting really strange. So you start to follow one of them. Kenzie, what skill are you using?
I am going to use a subterfuge.
Okay.
And I've got a specialty in impersonating people on the web, like in text and their personas. And so I'm going to impersonate one of the people who was invited to dinner and get like where is this? Do I have to bring anything, like details, and then get everything lined up for someone to / myself to go in their stead.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you roll a subterfuge check and apply your specialty?
That's 1 success.
Okay. With 1 success, you do begin to successfully impersonate one of the people there. And other people at the party come up to you and talk to you about weird things. They look at you strangely, though. And you feel like they don't entirely believe that you are who you say you are. There is a point in the party where one of the guests attacks a bunch of the other people there, and you end up like calling in backup and taking them out yourself, like in a adventure duo kind of way. You bring them in for questioning. You don't lethally take them out. But you did shoot them, and they didn't seem to care as much as they could about that.
I got to shoot somebody.
Do you have any firearms dots?
I do. I have 1.
Nice. Well, at the end of all of the festivities, it turns out that you just let that person go. The orders come down from higher up, and they just let that person who attacks the other people go.
Hello, cat. Oh my gosh. I kind of like rant to Eustace about it. That person or whatever and whoever is dangerous. They're gonna let him back out on the street or at fancy dinners. What is going on? Like, why? Does that happen like often? Do you usually let violent people go? Isn't you are ready to ice pick me and send me to a farm, and we're letting this person?
Do we know that they're really violent, or they were just acting weird?
They attacked a bunch of other guests.
I just assume that they know something more than we. It's it's more a need to know kind of situation, and probably they're utilizing them for some other reason.
Okay, maybe a mole. Okay, all right.
Maybe.
Okay.
After about a month and a half of Mackenzie working with you in Project Halo, you are given a special mission. You're sent to training, essentially, and it's at a military base just outside of the city. When you get to the military base, there's a junkyard there and no base. And that is where we will begin our next session. Classic stuff.
I've definitely, so Kenzie has definitely been posting latte art and graffiti and things, but is at night on like paper and pencil trying to, or like on a really old, unconnected to the internet iPad, like figure out an encryption scheme so she can encrypt information in her latte art for her most devout followers who know that she's not, she's not gone.
Excellent. Yeah, I think definitely take 6 experience each and spend it to buy things that you've learned over this 2-month period of being a secret agent / babysitting someone who's not a secret agent yet.
Hey, I shot someone. I'm cool.
As always, it's been a pleasure gaming with you two. I really enjoy your characters and what they bring to the table.
I'm excited for more adventures.
Yeah,
Go with the junkyard.
yeah, I think that we're gonna stick around with these characters for a while longer, but then it's all gonna tie back together.
You never know what's going to happen in the Ward family.